Hi, my name's Noshad. Some of you guys know me as Shubon, the Spurs video podcast. I'm going to stick solely to the transfer window. If we are going to talk about the Liverpool game, hopefully me and my mate Kev, on Skype will have something for you in a few days and on the Liverpool game. Transfer window. Let's look about the two in. I have no idea we've got Ryan Nelson, and that makes absolutely no sense. I would rather see Sandro Livermore being played out of position. First of all, I don't think Nelson's going to be fit. And secondly, even if he is, it's not as if he brings experience from New Zealand, that footballing great nation. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather have, I don't know, what's that guy, the one, what's his name, the Italian captain, World Cup winning captain Cannavaro. I'd rather take him on his last legs than Ryan Nelson, who's probably also on his last legs. That makes no sense. The Saha deal makes a bit more sense. He's not going to start, but I think did show some quality. I think Everton did have an early chance against us. The other thing is that he'll only be asked to play 20 minutes at most. 20 minutes, half an hour, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, where I was trying, either Defoe hasn't come on or Addy's injured or whatever, and he wants to try something different. Saha's not exactly a huge guy. He's 6 foot. He's not a 6'3", 6'4" guy, but he's not. He can hold the ball up. He's got a good touch on him, good bit of pace. I mean, Pav was never able to play as a target man because he's not a target man. He's a box striker. He's like a Salas, who apparently didn't rate on his at West Ham apparently. Pav, he was a strange guy. I mean, he could score a couple of amazing goals, which he did against Birmingham, and then be invisible for the rest of the match, and then be invisible for the next 3 games because you get to he scored a couple of goals. He could probably score enough. Football's evolved since then. You don't have. I mean, people have Gary Lineker being a goal hanger, but that's what he did. He scored goals. But if you ask me what Gary Lineker did off the ball, he had some good running. He could get players away, and I think there was one moment actually he showed even did quite a good assist as well actually, but I don't really remember Gary Lineker's off the ball or his link-up play or anything like that. And I think that's something we have to remember, that football has moved on since then. The Bassong, again with Nelson going, I think that's kind of stupid. I think the only reason we'll do that is obviously we can't play Wolves anymore. But I think with Wolves, if he plays well and he helps them avoid relegation, then we can say to him, you know what, we want 6 million for him. He helped you avoid relegation. He's tightened you up defensively. Him and Roger Johnson, 6 million, and he's yours. And then hopefully when Corker comes back, we'll hopefully recover the market value. One player whose market value we will never seem to recover is Dos Santos. We obviously don't rate him, but it's really weird though. For clubs that really want him quite a lot, they're not willing to pay for him, are they? Which is a lot, really. I mean, like I said, we all wanted to pay X amount for Krasik. He said it was too expensive. We haven't got the money. I think a lot of that boils down to, Lee doesn't know if Harry Redknapp's going to go to England. Let's face it. Do England still want him? Obviously this tax trial's still going on. Doesn't exactly bode well. Him actually shouting at a detective and then B saying, I never lie, except for the news of the world. I think if we do anything business, it'll be in the off season. The Bleacher Report's done a huge thing on that. Charlie, wants to play for Croatia. I'm not saying he'll be unsettling, but his lack of pace can be quite out. I think Sandro Lives can do a job there. Alazakora, I think that's what they'll do. They're a stopgap. It's not ideal, but I'd rather them play there than say Cabal. And I think Sandro could be, it's really weird, but if you look at Cabal and just understand how physically strong and powerful, explosive he is, you see Sandro in defensive midfield. Sandro does the exact same job in defensive midfield. Strong, explosive, gets his foot in. And why couldn't Sandro play it right back? I think positionally, I honestly think Sandro's actually better. Sandro's always, as a defensive midfielder, always got the knack of being in the right place at the right time. He's got a maturity. He doesn't dive into tackles like Sana did. And that's the reason I'm glad we didn't sign him in 2009, I think it was. And when I saw him play at Copa de Libertadores for Internacional, he didn't dive into tackle. I thought, wow, there's a maturity. There's a real Ledley King thing about him. Hopefully, from right back, especially if he's going to be shooting the ball over to Lennon or whatever. He'll develop that passing, which he'll absolutely need if he's going to be our Patrick Vieira. And it's a weird thing actually. Speaking of Patrick Vieira, everyone was about passing. Rodwell's got great passing range, and this Pienaar deal, I think it's a sweetener to try and get Rodwell like first option. There had to be something done for that. There had to be some kind of deal for them to say, you know what, we'll give you Pienaar, yeah, who's I'm very unlucky to play anyway, but you have to give us something back. I don't think Levy did it out of his charitable, good, sweetheart nature that that he is. I don't know. Tell me if you disagree. Anyway, we'll talk about the Liverpool game in with my mate Kev. Hopefully he'll we'll get Skype sorted. For those who don't know, Kevin is a New York-based Spurs fan, passionate about Spurs and the New York Red Bulls and Figo, as reflects his Portuguese heritage. Passionate Yedo, and unfortunately, me being in London, him being in um, New York, time zones. I'm pretty much either going to be away or asleep. So, and same thing for him. So, if we can get those kind of assimilated, and we actually have makers of a good podcast. Anyway, gonna give a shout out to Rome Turin. Please change your name to Kesa Hasahar. I quite like that. And yeah, I'm sorry this isn't the normal standard. This isn't HD as compared to the other videos. The main reason for that is there's some problem with the driver on this damn webcam, so I couldn't install it. Hopefully I'll get a new CD, or the company will get back to me and tell me it's the driver you need to download. Yeah, and we'll go from there. Anyway, take care, and come on you Spurs.